What's up, go-getters? Welcome to Drive Your Business, the YouTube channel where we make content for hustlers, entrepreneurs, and business owners. I'm your host and co-founder of Drive Creative, Corey Barkoch, and on this episode, we're going to teach you how to sell stuff on social media. A ton of brands spend a ton of money on ads and social content every year. Unfortunately, a lot of those brands can't directly correlate or even justify what they're spending. They're misdirected. They don't really know what they're doing on social media. They're just doing it because all the other big companies are. And I want to tell you today that no matter what size your company is, or no matter what service or product that you're selling, you can succeed on social media. Now, when we talk about selling on social, I'm going to correlate all the things that I'm talking about to the fact that you're running ads. If you're not running ads online, you're not going to be reaching the people that you want to reach into 2020. It's just not realistic. You're not going to get that reach. Now, it's still important to have organic content on your page. More of that's really now is just like a PR play. For example, if somebody searches your business out on Google, they search your Instagram or they search your Facebook because they want to make sure that you're legit, figure out what you're all about, figure out what you're doing. That's more of the reason that they're actually going to be visiting your actual page with organic content on it. But if we want to actually sell things on social media, if we want to get a return on investment, and if we want to treat this like a real marketing tool, you have to be running ads. And it doesn't matter which platform you're on, it's a must. Now, with running your ads, it's really important to make sure that your content is kick-ass, okay? We don't want to shoot commercials about our vacuum cleaners that are $99.99 if you buy now. No, that's not what we're trying to do. You need to tell a story, okay? And your story should be centric around your customer. So when you're creating your ads, you want to make sure that you have very high quality content. Now, your static ads, if those are image-based ads, you want to make sure that those images resonate with the post that you're putting up. You want to make sure that image catches people's attention. You want to make sure that it's really clean, professionally shot. Same thing with videos. If you're going to put out video ads, it's really important that you edit those down in a professional manner so that when people see that, they get the first best impression of your business. And obviously, it's very important for that content to be super interesting, right? We don't want to put out boring content that we're spending money on for ads. You want to focus and think about your content and think about what your audience is trying to hear and how to really make them the hero of that story. So like an example of that might be if you're selling four-wheelers or something, right? You're selling four-wheelers. Instead of putting the four-wheeler out there with the price tag and saying, you know, this four-wheeler's priced to sell at da-da-da-da-da, it might be more appropriate to like shoot a video and show the experience that you've had on the four-wheeler and all the fun that you had, all the trips you took, photos, hitting ramps, whatever that kind of stuff is, the experience of that four-wheeler, right? Telling the story of like how much fun people are going to have, what's in it for them. Or like if you owned a hair salon and you want to make ads about your salon, it might be better to like shoot testimonial videos of some happy clients that you had and the way that you dramatically impacted the way that they feel about themselves in a positive manner. And then maybe showcasing like a carousel photo clip of like all these haircuts that you've done and all these different crazy whatever, balayages or whatever they call them, different colors, all these things you've done to show the selection versus just saying, hey, haircuts today, we're doing a discount for $29, right? You're not really saying anything. You want to create imagery, video that really stands out and tells people and shows what's in it for them. Which brings me to my next point. It's important to still have a very clear call to action. Okay. Now, having a buy now is okay if your content is showcased and told the story to what people about what's in it for them, right? There needs to be a next step. So a clear buy now call to action can be appropriate in certain situations. Another good call to action might be some sort of free give. I don't mean something that's going to take them forever to digest or something that they're never going to read, right? Like an ebook might not be the best free give for a Facebook ad because A, how many times have you gotten an ebook, right, that you've downloaded and haven't read? And then B, how long does it take to read that ebook? We want to shorten up the period of time between the call to action and them making their purchase or final decision. So a better free give might be you have your ad running and it says, click here to redeem your prize, right? They're taken to a landing page that has some kind of scratch off, let's say, okay? And they do the little scratch off and that scratch off says, hey, today, if you order now, you get 20% off your order. Here's a promo code, boom, right? And then they can click right on your website, buy an e-commerce product, use that promo code, the 20% is taken off their site. That's a really clear call to action. Redeem your prize. There's gamification. They're taken to the prize page. They do the scratch off, 20% discount, go to the shopping cart, make a purchase, right? That would be a really clear way. It's also a free give. you're giving them something, it shortens the amount of time between free give and close, immediacy, boom, you're good. So in the B2B space, that might be completely different, right? Let's say we are a broker. We're brokering businesses, right? We help people sell their business, okay? And we're running an ad that is running, and the call to action is see what your business is worth today, right? So we send them to a landing page where there's a calculator where they can enter quickly, 4 or 5 different metrics that are going to spit out and give an estimate of what their business is worth, with a clear call to action after that on contacting your broker today. So somebody who's interested in the market of selling their pizzeria, hey, check what your business is worth, right? They click on this call to action, takes them to a landing page, they fill out their annual sales, their location, are they free and clear in the business? Do they owe any money? No. Okay, great. They hit enter. The form computes, gives them a range estimate on what their business is believed to be worth. And then there's a call to action for them to contact a broker now. And the broker also gives that information so they can follow up with them immediately. So once again, you've given them a very, very easy free give to help evaluate what their business is worth for free. And then there's a next step and call to action to actually get them to make a decision. So you've put something in their hands, and now you're giving them the ability to make a decision. And they've already obviously trusted the content that they've seen because they've clicked through to get the free assessment, right? So they're qualified. Now, another huge thing with your Facebook ads is stop being a robot, right? I see way too many people phoning it in and thinking that they can just run these ads or put up generic images or things like that and get away with it. The fact of the matter is that social media is still social, right? And the people that you're engaging with, or the people that are engaging with your content, rather, are actual human beings on their phone just browsing at their desk, browsing in their car, maybe when they're driving, which is bad, but people do it, right? Maybe they're walking their dog, they're on their couch with their wife. These are real people with real lives who really need to be connected with and talked to. That's why social media works. It's not like television where you can't have a conversation or relationship. In social, you can actually connect with people. So way too many brands phone it in, and they get robotic. And what I mean with that is, for example, like with Facebook Messenger ads, right? If you run Messenger ads on Facebook and all your answers are pre-canned and pre-responses, right? And none of them make sense or are contextual to the actual questions or conversations that people are trying to have with you, your closure rate's gonna be like way lower than having a trained salesperson in that Facebook chat answering and fielding those messages and helping to show your product. So one day, AI chatbots might be there and they might be able to effectively really guide somebody through like really specific information. But until that time, like we still need human beings in chat to help field those questions and really get people to the next step and build that trust, especially if it comes to storytelling, which we're gonna get into right now. Now, telling a story on social media is super important to be able to get to relate and get to the hearts of your users. For example, if I'm an agency who is trying to tell people how to sell things on Facebook, I might tell a story of how I've implemented these steps to grow my revenue by 37% in 16 months and case study that out to show them, hey, this is how we did it in our business. This is how you can do it in your business. Or I might take case studies of different clients that we've helped or things like that, right? If I'm a different brand, if I'm a retail brand that is selling, let's say footwear, right? Let's say I'm Nike, for example, right? Nike's done like a really good job with their advertising and telling a story of how their footwear makes people champions. So there's a story to tell in your business and to show how your customer is the hero in the marketing, how it's going to benefit them. And you just got to figure out how to tell that story in the right way. Whether it's like a personal branding thing where you're telling your own experience, your own triumphs, like maybe your own personal stuff to better connect with people, or if you're like a massive brand who sells a massive product to a massive audience, there's still room for a story to be told. And storytelling is definitely super important on social media. Also, a great way to sell on social media is to create lookalike audiences. So something that has been a great tool for marketers, but also like to their own detriment, is all those different search features that you can use in a Facebook ad. So if you were to like fire up, like let's say a Facebook ad right now, or any of the ads, LinkedIn, it doesn't matter, right? Instagram story, you can target people pretty defined based on their gender, their age, demographics, where they live, interests, behaviors, job titles, etc. Now, this is the bad part about that is, let's say I want to target 40 to 50-year-olds who live in New York who are interested in Louis Vuitton. Well, it doesn't mean that those people can actually afford Louis Vuitton or luxury products like that, and I'm selling a luxury product. So these people might just aspire to be able to buy luxury products, but they might not actually be able to afford them. And that is why it's important to create lookalike audiences. A lookalike audience basically pulls the data from your audience that you've already established through Facebook advertising, the ones who actually converted, right? And creating an audience that better mirrors and replicates the people that are actually buying from you. So you can focus on reaching more of the people that actually buy from you versus the people that want to aspire to buy from you. And the only way to make a lookalike audience is to run ads and get data. So when you first start running your ads, you may want to spend extra money in order to reach a larger amount of people. Like let's say you reach like 50,000 people. Only 20 of those people are the people who are actually gonna buy from you. And let's say 7 of them buy, right? Well, there was still value in reaching those 50,000 people because you found 20 that actually, or whatever, that would actually consider buying from you. Then you found 7 that actually took the next step and cared enough about what you were doing and felt like there was enough value in it for them to buy from you. Now you have 7 people, right, who probably have some similarities. You can take that, create a lookalike audience based off of them, and then scale from there. So on your ads moving forward, you're gonna be spending your dollars on people who can actually buy from your company, who will buy from your company, versus just guessing on demographics. Guys, if you have more questions or are interested in selling things on social media, we're always here to help and answer your questions. Please comment below. You can also visit our website at drivecreativeagency.com, send us an inquiry. I'll hop on the phone with you real quick, and if you got any questions, I'm happy to help you with those. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It really helps us out a lot. That's the reason we create this content, is to reach more people. And if we're not getting engagement, we can't reach more people. And that's it for now. I'm sure we'll have another video coming soon. You can follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We're pushing content there all the time. It was really nice chatting with you guys. Take care.